Hello, my friends, viewers, and subscribers to my channel from Gabriella Stardust. By now, you have seen my little information clip where I told you, or asked you actually, to make sure you have the disaster alert and please look into the channels I have mentioned, because I think those channels are the most credible channels you can find right now in this crazy YouTube puzzle and actually disaster, where everybody always act like they do know something, they have kept something. It is terrible. It should not be a reason to have an entertainment channel, to entertain people. This channel with the NIBIRU Planet X community should actually be there for you guys, just for information, so that you all know what is going on and you all can prepare. Like I said in the other clip before my information channel, I told you I will show you some more videos, some more images from my videos, the screenshots I made, and I will show you some more of these individual round planetary objects which are coming into our skies, into our inner solar system, passing our sun and getting closer, and our skies are going and looking even more weird. This photo and image what you see here right now, I show you a couple of more of them, is from the 29th of December 2017. It will be just the last ones for this last year, which I think is also important for you guys to see. And then we go on to all the way, to July and August. And then the next couple of videos, I hope I can start something new and show you new images. But I think you need it to see the last 7 months, 8 months, so you can get an idea how big and how much objects we actually can see in our skies. Let me show you something here. The sun was actually going down already in the spot. You see all the chemtrails here, dark pinkish color, dark brownish color, yellow color, and all kind of colors. You can see our skies, and the skies are looking very, very weird. Here on the side is a little something which I believe is also a little hidden planet behind the chemtrails and maybe just peeking out a little bit. You see here underneath, you see 3 little round objects which I believe is not a chemtrail occurrence. I don't think that our chemtrails can get that round and the clouds are looking that round as we can see objects in our skies. When you look at this where the sun actually went down, you can see a dark round circle here. You can see some little shadows here, but here actually above, I would show you this area. You have one here and one here, and I believe this is the area with the twin objects I be talking about all the time, which are getting closer and much bigger as I have seen them a year or 2 years ago. So let me stop right now here and I show you some more of my screenshots out of another clip I had made by end of December 2017. This is the same day, just a little bit later, where you see those guys are looking so unreal. Here you see an object, looks like a triangle object, and here close to it was another triangle shaped object, very weird in the skies. It was just sitting there. You see also here at the end, you see the ocean and you can see this white bright light which was crossing from one side to the other side, where I did not know if it was a reflection from a chemtrail or where actually this weird light came from. You see above here, you see an object is illuminating through the chemtrails. We have some other little objects here, and let us go to the next image. These two triangle-shaped objects, they stood there for a long time. You can see the chemtrail here, the bright one, and very much light illuminating, is getting a little smaller. And here, this area was actually pretty harvest round. You see those other shaped sky clouds, chemtrails, make our sky looks very weird. And this is the other object here, which was actually not emitted that much light, but still illuminating a little bit into our chemtrails. Another picture a little bit later, you see the white line at the end here where the sunset took place, is still brighter than the rest. These two objects here, they still was there in this sharp triangle shape. With the other illuminating object, they were still there. And here you can also see two smaller objects here to the left side, which would be way above our sun, between 10 and 11 o'clock. Another shot where you can see, it's looking funny here, this area, and the same this area here, and another one here. Some silly and strange looking cloud formations. So one last image from the same day. You see some cloud formation here, you see chemtrails, I believe. You see some shadows here in the back. You see still some chemtrails and dark clouds, coming down to the ocean, and you see this bright light. It was way up in the ocean to see, and it seems like it was glowing from underneath the ocean. I never have seen things like that before. I have taken this picture in the beginning of January 2018. So you can see here my lens flares, the lens array. The sky was darkish red. You see the aurora from the sun. You see the hot spots from the sun, like the plasma. And what really got me at this moment when I took this picture and I was looking at it to the later time, I was seeing down here, when I captured that picture, I was seeing another glowing object just below this object. So it was not a reflection of this object, because it would have been around here and straight line on top. But this one seems like it was going down, and the other object was right following it. Very strange. This picture is also from January 2018, this year. You can see the sun, you see some of the aurora. It spreads out here a little bit brighter. You see the weird chemtrail looking outer lines, from the sun. Here you can see my lens flares to the left side, which are ghostly looking, but in a way, have seen the same object as what we see when we look through the camera. What really got me is this place here, is this area here. Here it looks like there is a round object behind the chemtrails, behind those clouds, right behind the sun, but below. You can see the sharp outlines, and you see this object is not emitting that much light. It is not as bright as you see the sun, and also the outlayers from the sun. This is from January the 12th, 2018. One more time, one of the pictures I have shown you before. You see the sun. Here's a chemtrail in front of the sun, which gives the sun this funny look, like the sun have a ring around. Here I did cut the lens flares out a little bit, and I will show you one more time this darker area here, where it looks like there is an object right below to the 7 o'clock position of our sun. I did inverted this other picture where I have told you, where you can see the sun here and another object below had already set into the ocean, and the other object came from above. This picture is from the 4th of January 2018. You can see above here, you can see the pinkish lens rays, and you can see some round objects here. If you can count them, these are 6 or 7 of them. The other thing I would like to show you is the sun, the glowing above the sun. And here you will see again to the 7 o'clock position. And I did cut already some of the lens flares out. They are here on this side. Reflection only into my camera, into the lens, what we are seeing in the sky. You can see the sun, and here you see this other object at 7 o'clock position. Same day in January 2018 this year. You can see, the sun. You can see the chemtrail underneath here. You see here this big, not really light emitting object. This object here is a reflection of the sun, and these are some more of the lens flares. Same day, January. I just darkened a little bit the picture so that you can see the round object. In front you see clouds, chemtrails. This is not a lens flare, my friends. Here's the sun, or sun simulator, whatever it is, the aurora from the sun, because the sun is behind. Here you see the glowing of the aurora, still some chemtrails, lens flares and lens arrays are underneath, ghostly looking. The object is here in this area. Same day you see the sun coming lower and lower, and taking sunset would take place. Little chemtrails in front of the sun, the other chemtrails above. You see the aurora, and here you see just a